Harry will return to London on the anniversary of his grandmother's death to attend the Well Child Awards.
Well, the charity aims to celebrate the inspirational achievements of seriously ill children and those who care for them.
Well, let's speak now to GB News royal correspondent Cameron Walker, who joins us now. And Cameron, this isn't too much of a surprise considering we know how important this cause is to Prince Harry.
Yeah, Prince Harry has been patron of Well Child for 17 years, and the charity's now in its 20th year. And every year since he's left as a working member of the royal family, Prince Harry has come back to London. So that isn't necessarily a surprise. I think some people may question why he's coming back if he has such an issue over the security arrangements that he has when he's in the United Kingdom. So his security was downgraded when he left as a working member of the royal family. He's been fighting that in the courts. He's lost that. He's considering whether or not to take it up to a higher court in order to try and get his security reinstated when he's in the UK. But that's not happened. So therefore, the chances of Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, or his children coming across with him to London, very slim indeed, because Prince Harry says he's kind of happy to put himself in a little bit of danger, but not his wife and his children. But I also perhaps think it's quite convenient for Meghan not to come to give that an excuse, because, of course, her opinion ratings are not great, and there is always the concern, as we saw a couple of years ago when she came back for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, that some people did boo them when they went up to the St Paul's Cathedral steps. However, Prince Harry, of course, is going to be focusing on his charity work. It's the 8th of September, these awards, which is the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's death. So I suspect, it's not been confirmed, but I suspect he may make a trip to Windsor Castle to pay respects at the grave of his grandmother at St George's Chapel for a private visit. I'd be highly surprised if he didn't do that.
Would we... I mean, if he did see his father, with all the speculation, will he see his father,
Yeah.
will he see his brother, would we ever actually know?
I think we would know after the fact, because I think somebody would leak it, whether it's from his camp or from Buckingham Palace or Kensington Palace. I think somebody would be able to find out. As for the King, I don't think logistically that's going to be possible, because the King is likely to spend it at Birk Hall at Balmoral for a session day, because, of course, it is the day that he ascended the throne to become king, and he tends to spend that day privately. As for the Prince of Wales, I don't think he has spoken to his brother for a number of years. So the chances of them talking in London that day or a few days after, I think, is so unlikely again, because Prince William has other priorities. He's got his children to get back into school. He's got his wife, who is still in remission, the Princess of Wales, from cancer, and he's got a very busy diary in the autumn, the Prince of Wales. So I just don't think it's a priority for him. But we do have a statement from Prince Harry, which I need to read out to you. He says, "I'm always privileged to attend the Well Child Awards and meet incredible children, families and professionals who inspire us all with their strength and spirit. Their stories remind us of the power of compassion, connection and community." So Prince Harry's focus is clearly perhaps on the Well Child Awards. I suspect, as we've seen over the last few months, with him laying a wreath at the memorial for VJ Day last month or earlier on this month, that he is wanting to do a bit more charity work, perhaps. And
Is he a tainted brand, though? I mean, I'm a little bit surprised at Well Child, in a way, holding on to him. I mean, no disrespect, but he is a tainted brand.
Well, he just lost Centre Barley, didn't he? Or he stepped back from Centre Barley. So Well Child is probably one of the last big charities he has, other than the Invictus Games. Look, for Well Child and for Netflix or whatever organisation associated with Harry and Meghan, you love them or hate the couple, they still make headlines. We're still talking about it. So even if it is a slightly tainted brand, I don't think most people would be talking about Well Child Awards if it wasn't for Prince Harry being patron for the last 17 years. So in that sense, from a PR perspective, from a publicity perspective, it does shine a spotlight on the charity. Whether it's a good thing that Prince Harry, in the eyes of the public, is not popular at the moment, well, that's up to Well Child. I guess we'll have to wait and see how well he is received there. And, of course, if there's any interaction with the children, I suspect... Well, I'm actually told that he is going to be delivering a speech at the Well Child Awards, but... You know, he's only going to be talking about the charity, isn't he? He's not going to suddenly say, "Oh, I really want my brother or my father to come and see me. I miss them so much." He's clearly not going to say that.
No.
OK. Cameron, thank you very much.
Right, now...
Family, welcome back to the Royal Sussex Squad, your #1 space where truth, dignity and fairness are always given to Prince Harry, Meghan and their beautiful children Archie and Lilibet. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and remember you can always show love and support through super thanks. Now let's get into today's story. For years now, critics of Harry and Meghan have obsessed over one thing after another. They've questioned their marriage, their children, their finances, their projects, their work ethic, their mental health, and now, for some time, they've been clinging to a bizarre obsession with Prince Harry's immigration status. That's right. The same people who claim not to care about the Sussexes are desperately invested in whether or not Harry belongs in America. And today's revelations absolutely crush the narrative of those who have been praying and hoping that Harry would somehow be kicked out of the US. Because fresh files suggest that Prince Harry may be holding what immigration experts call the golden ticket visa, a special diplomatic visa reserved for heads of state, foreign royals and dignitaries, which would allow him to live in America indefinitely. Now let's break this down because this is major. The Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank known for targeting Harry, actually went to court demanding his visa records be released. Their argument? Because Harry admitted to drug use in his memoir Spare, he couldn't possibly have been honest on his visa application, and therefore they wanted to embarrass him, or worse, see him deported. But the courts weren't having it. A judge ruled that Prince Harry's immigration records are private, not subject to disclosure, and not the business of those trying to use them as a political football. That was already a win. But now, with these newly unearthed documents, things are even clearer. Harry may have an A1 visa, a rare category that bypasses the very checks his haters claimed he couldn't pass. Immigration lawyer Melissa Chavin explained that the A1 visa is issued by the US State Department, not Homeland Security, meaning the scrutiny is entirely different. It's a recognition of diplomatic or royal status. In fact, experts say that Harry could have been issued an A1 visa every 5 years throughout his entire life, even before stepping back from royal duties. And here's the key part. This type of visa allows for duration of status, meaning that for someone of Harry's standing, he can essentially remain in the United States indefinitely. Family, let's just pause right here and savour this. All the tabloids, all the haters, all the YouTube channels foaming at the mouth about deportation. What do they have now? Nothing. Prince Harry is not going anywhere. He and Meghan planted their roots in Montecito back in 2020, and those roots are here to stay. And this absolutely enrages their detractors, because for them, the idea of Harry living a joyful, independent life outside the control of the firm is unbearable. Remember, when Harry and Meghan first left, we were told by the press that they would come crawling back within months. Then it was, oh, they won't survive financially. But Netflix deals came, Spotify deals came, best-selling books came, successful documentaries came, and Meghan's brand as ever came. They didn't just survive, they thrived. So now the haters clung to the last fantasy they had, deportation. And even that, as it turns out, is another delusion shattered. Let's also be real about the hypocrisy here. How many royals and aristocrats in Britain have skeletons in their closet that would make Harry's admission in Spare look like child's play? How many senior royals have been linked to scandals involving everything from financial improprieties to associations with shady figures, yet nobody questions their right to exist in their own country? But Harry, the one who spoke truth about his struggles, the one who admitted his mistakes openly and bravely, is the one they tried to weaponize immigration law against. It's the same old story: punishment for honesty and reward for silence and cover-ups. But Harry didn't play that game, and now he's still standing, stronger than ever, in a country where he and Meghan can raise their children in peace. And let's talk about the word golden ticket. That phrase isn't just about a visa, it's about symbolism. Harry has the golden ticket to live the life he wants, the golden ticket to build a legacy with Meghan, the golden ticket to redefine royalty on his own terms. Unlike those trapped in the archaic machinery of the British monarchy, Harry has broken free. He has agency, he has freedom, and that terrifies the people who depend on his subjugation to fuel their narratives. Even Harry himself has been clear about his love for America. In interviews, he said he enjoys his life here, he plans to stay permanently, and he's been building not just projects but communities, through Invictus, through Arkawell, through partnerships that actually change lives. This isn't a man drifting or lost. This is a man with purpose, with vision, and with Meghan right beside him. And speaking of Meghan, let's not forget, the narrative about Harry's visa was also an indirect attack on her. These people weren't just hoping to kick Harry out, they were hoping to destabilise Meghan's family, to leave her and the children vulnerable, to somehow tear apart what they've built. But that's not happening. Meghan stood by Harry when he made the bold move to leave the UK, and together they've created a safe haven for Archie and Lilibet. California is home now, and the golden ticket ensures it will remain home. So, what are the haters left with? Nothing but bitterness. They'll continue their smear campaigns, of course. They'll write their columns, record their podcasts, and post their videos filled with rage, but the facts are undeniable. Harry is here to stay, Meghan is thriving, and the children are being raised in love and freedom. Family, this is what winning looks like. And before I close, let's remember that the very people screaming about Harry's immigration status are the ones who said Meghan would never survive Hollywood again, that her brand would flop, that she was irrelevant. Yet every single time, Meghan proves them wrong. Just like Harry has proven them wrong with his visa, Meghan proves them wrong with her resilience, her intelligence, and her undeniable star power. So yes, Prince Harry holds a golden ticket, and that golden ticket is a metaphor for everything he and Meghan represent: liberation, strength, and a future unchained from the toxicity they left behind. And on that note, family, let me remind you, don't let the negativity of the tabloids poison your spirit. Focus on the wins, because Harry and Meghan keep stacking them up. Prince Harry tipped to hold golden ticket visa, letting him stay in America for life. The Duke of Sussex's immigration status has long been a source of debate. Prince Harry may hold a rare diplomatic visa that allows him to live in the United States indefinitely, according to newly unearthed documents from the Trump administration. The Duke of Sussex's immigration status has long been a source of debate, particularly after he admitted to past drug use in his memoir, Spare. The conservative think tank Heritage Foundation went to court to argue that Harry's application should be released to clarify whether he had disclosed this history, since drug use can be grounds for refusal. But in March, a judge ruled his records private and not subject to disclosure. Prince Harry tipped to hold golden ticket visa, letting him stay in America for life. Getty Fresh files now point to the possibility that Harry is in possession of an A1 visa, a special category issued to heads of state and foreign royals. This type of visa, experts say, is issued by the US State Department rather than Homeland Security, involves less stringent checks, and permits holders to remain in the country for an indefinite period. The Department of State vets and issues the A1 visa with little input from the Department of Homeland Security, immigration lawyer Melissa Chavin told the Daily Mail. I would expect that Prince Harry had an A1 visa every year of his life. Take his age and divide by 5 to figure out how many applications he has filed or were filed on his behalf when he was underage. So, about 8 applications. Prince Harry's visa records were made public in March. Getty. Each visa will have a duration of 5 years, good for multiple entries to the United States. Each entry will be permitted for an indefinite period of time called duration of status, meaning for the time that he remains close to becoming the King of England. For him, that is all of his life. Another immigration expert described such a visa as a golden ticket that would effectively allow Harry to sit here in the US forever. Harry has previously made clear that he intends to stay in America for good. In December, he said he enjoys life in the US and plans to remain there permanently. Although the exact details of his visa have never been confirmed, sources close to the Duke insist that he answered truthfully on his application. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle relocated to California in 2020 after stepping back from royal duties. The couple now live in Montecito with their 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Harry has since pursued media and charitable projects in the US, including his work with the Invictus Games. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this discussion, please make sure you're subscribed to Royal Sussex Squad. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can always do so through Super Thanks. Every single contribution goes toward keeping the truth alive and fighting against the smear campaigns. I'll see you in the next one, family. Stay blessed, stay strong, and remember, Harry and Meghan are not just surviving, they are thriving.